Hi, Gusztáv. So how did you come across with Teatru Ósmego Dnia? How have you met and when and by what circumstances?
Okay, so first of all, I was asked by a Japanese curator to meet Teatru Ósmego Dnia and figure out how can we make a video about Vermouth, their piece back then, as I remember right, in the late 80s, shall we say 86, 87. They were in Berlin and I went to the show and I liked it a lot, so I wanted to make an interesting video for it and about it. And I was thinking what would be an interesting way to show this theater piece. And I thought that because it's also something about remembrance or memories, I was asking them if it would be possible to put an extra flashlight to the theater piece that I can use later on for the editing. And they told, yes, sure, why not? So I went for 2 editions and shot it. And then I did an extra event when I shot the details with the flashlight. So that was the first time we met. And I found as much as the piece, as the people of Teatru Ósmego Dnia, very sympathetic, and as far as I remember, we had good conversations. So that's how it started. Then I took the material and went to Cologne and edited it, and I also produced a NTSC copy for the Japanese later on in America.
We are still watching it and still say that this is like a masterpiece of the videos of Teatru Ósmego Dnia. You should know it. But did you happen to meet again? Have any other relations?
So we were actually being in contact frequently, and I have seen another piece in Berlin again, No Man's Land, the title was it. And then after that, I came actually 93 to Poland to the film school in Łódź and actually showed there the film professors were also saying that this is something that is a very interesting way to show theater anyway. And back then in the 90s I came frequently to Poland, and I came also to Poznan and met the theater group here.
And did you have any distant relationship? I mean, not only from the personal point of view, but from the ethical, moral, political point of view that make you think in a parallel way?
The one is that obviously the Vermouth piece is already about oppression and also the hope how you can liberate yourselves from a certain kind of state oppression. And from my part, I have done also another video in 1989-1990 about the changes in Eastern Europe, especially from the Hungarian perspective, but for the German television. And this is something that relates, I guess, it's a kind of rhymes as much as a theme, also as a way how to explain certain political circumstances in Eastern Europe. But on the other hand, I had friends, theater friends in Hungary, called the Squad Theater. They were thrown out of Hungary in '75 and went to New York. And afterwards, I think that they met in some theater festival because they told me that they know them. So, and those theaters are quite similar to each other. So how they act and what kind of themes they are talking about. So those are the 2 points that I can tell that there are something that we meet or we are on the same page.
Do you also believe that precisely art and theatre can make change to the world?
Well, to be honest, I have never really believed that art can basically change, but I think it's a very important contribution, especially to be able to hope that people can understand certain point of view which isn't quite obvious. So what we can see nowadays is that, well, I have to say, stupidity rules in many ways, and this intelligent kind of analysis or impulses, I think, very important, maybe even to inspire others to wake up and open their mouth and tell the truth, what they think.
What do you wish the theatre for the 60s?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I think it's a very great surprise that so many years on they still produce the same kind of energy that I have known in the late 80s or the 90s. And what I can wish, just to, continue as much as you like or as much as you can, because I think this is something that is also very important for any kind of audience, probably especially here in Poland, to be able to understand certain actualities, which unfortunately today even more actual or more present than it was maybe 30 years ago.